Good morning, good evening, buenas tardes, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm doing it's a VR, it's a video response to Brian at Bookish. My good friend Brian at Bookish, to pet peeves, fetishes, and in reading. So I put on this T-shirt. I just got this T-shirt again after losing it for about 10 years. It barely fits. I've never been to the Mustang Ranch. You can buy these T-shirts in souvenir shops in Vegas. Actually, I bought it in a souvenir shop in Reno. So Reno, the biggest, littlest city in America. Yeah, there's a big neon sign over a road in Reno. But anyway, on to the VR. Has some books to hold up and some responses to Brian. Brian was talking about things like he doesn't like people who crack the binding in books, and I don't either. I don't mind it in a trade paperback like If It Bleeds, Stephen King, and I'm not the first one to do it. I remember one time back in Arizona, I just got two copies of contributor copies of a magazine. I had a poem or a story in, and I give it to my friend to check out. Go, check this out, man. And he goes, meh, cracked it. I couldn't believe it. Get the hell out. But here's an example of a book, Gene Wolfe. Actually, it's here, The Earth of the New Sun. I've had for a while. My friend Tommaso at Tom LA Books turned me on to Gene Wolfe, and he gave me this book. He sent it to me. But I've read the first four, and they're pristine looking. No annotations in here by me at all. And another thing Brian pointed out was check out the font and how the blank is very easy to read. So got a little bookmark in here. Hey MJ. MJ's going to be on our show this Monday, by the way. So we look forward to that. Stop by and see Greg and I at another Bibliophile Reads for our Monday Night Live show. Brian also talked about pictures in books. And I enjoy pictures in books. Like one of my sentimental favorite Kurt Vonnegut books is Breakfast of Champions. And it has, now I've read this book several times, this edition several times, so it's a little beat up. There's a lot of drawings in here by the author. If you guys don't know, I have, let's see, here's a little bookmark, not a bookmark, but a dog ear. I dog ear on the bottom sometimes. So not only is there a little illustration there, but Bunny now smiled at himself in the mirror, in the leak, L-E-A-K. Vonnegut calls mirrors leaks. So when somebody is taking a leak, they're actually stealing a mirror. But Brian also mentioned W.G. Sebald and his use of pictures, illustrations, photos, paintings with no real footnote underneath them, no really rhyme or reason, save they relate to the text in some way. But here's a book I do not remember reading, but I do have notes in it for myself. The Bell Jar, for example, runs through this novel. I need to read this again, The Rings of Saturn. I don't remember reading it. And that's another video, isn't it? But Brian's turned me on to, he turned me on to W.G. Sebald, and he also turned me on to this book, All at Night, All Blood is Black. And I just mentioned that because Brian's turned me on to a lot of great books. Not only has he become my friend, but my co-creator in Faulkner in August. So look forward to my first video. It's a tradition now, 6th annual, but the tradition is I do the first announcement video in July. So they'll be coming up next month. So I think that's about all I really want to talk about. Oh, I will leave you with annotations in books. Now, here's one of my bucket list books. I've read it twice, War and Peace. Now, I might have like some, stickers, but look, not annotated by me at all. Now watch a bunch of annotations come up. Unlike, I'm kind of infamously known for my heavily annotated Ulysses and Finnegan's Wake. So, yeah, that's a kind of a different story when it comes to Ulysses and Finnegan's Wake, right? It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I do have a pristine edition of Ulysses, by the way. They're not all, packed up where you can't even read my own annotations, which I can still. Leave you with this. I had an edition of the Gabler edition like this, heavily annotated by me. Probably worked on it for 5 years or so. Took it to Dublin in '96, and at a party, my friend Angus Martin, Irish guy, famous father, Augustus Martin, famous Joycean, but he got it. We closed down the party, and then he goes, "Take these bottles of wine and put them in your backpack." Well, I thought they were brand new and corked. They were unopened, and I shoved them upside down in my backpack. Got all my books that I was carrying that night soaked with wine. I was so pissed. But, however, after a few days of drying them out, it was like I called it my tie-dyed edition of Ulysses. It had a border of wine, of Merlot stains, and it was something to behold. So if you have any fetishes, or if you've been to Vegas or Reno, make a comment below. I'll reply back to you. And if you like this kind of comment or content and shenanigans, why not like or subscribe? Take it easy, guys. Talk to you later.